So here we have our 20-meter circle, right? And we got Bella moving. And so the first thing is we want her moving in rhythm, little happy-go-lucky trot, okay? Most people will say forward. Kristen's going to say rhythm. Okay, we can always go forward, okay? Yeah. So once we have the nice rhythmic trot, then we can start to communicate with her in the bit, all right? So first we get the rhythmic trot, then we make sure she's positioned inside, yes, and then we're going to use your outside rein to put her on the bit, okay? So I want you to look at your leg position and yes, there you go, see? It was out in front of you, and yet now it's back, okay? This is where your leg belongs. Okay. You want to feel the side of your ankle on her barrel. Now, the books will tell you inside leg at the girth, but then that puts you in a chair seat and you ride behind the action, okay? All right, so I want to point out that your hands are in what I call the pit. Okay, so my saying is you have to get your hands out of the pit to put the horse on the bit. Right? You can't put the horse on the bit if your hands are pressed down into the withers, right? They become very ineffective. Okay? Any questions about that?
So where are they at now?
Well, where are they supposed to be? Do you know?
Above the withers?
Yes, they're supposed to be above the withers, and one hand on either side of the withers. I love this guy, George Morris. He says, all these riders ride like their hands are handcuffed together. And that's what you do.
Yeah.
You bring your right hand to your left hand, and then your right rein becomes ineffective. There you go. Good. So this is about you. We're not talking about her, okay? Good, there you go. So now we're going to start to have a conversation with her mouth, which is a word I stole from Robin Burke, and put her on the bit. Good. So we're not going to lose the rhythm. We're going to keep the rhythm with our rhythm enhancement stick because she hates the whip. Good, there you go. And you talk to her with your contact, and you say, here, honey, give to the bit. Now,
what am I doing there? She's kind of like going into the wall.
Oh, well, that's a great question. She's going into the wall because right there, you overbent her right.
Okay.
So think about it, Heather. If you overbend her right, where's her left shoulder going to go?
Into the wall.
Into the wall. Okay, so this is why when you were walking, I told you open your inside rein and then turn her shoulders with your outside rein. Yeah. Your outside rein controls her shoulder. Okay, now you need to be looking at her. Good, there you go. Good. Then we can see our hands are low again, keeping the rhythm. So anytime the horse goes into the wall, you just think both hands inside a little bit to move the horse away from the wall. So, whole lot of information, right? Yeah, so now we need to shorten our reins, and we need to put her on the bit. Okay, so you're going to, so you little position right, keep the rhythm, little tap with the stick, an outside rein, take a feel. See, this is the thing with you. You're sort of a little shy about taking a contact. Right, this is fine. You have to take a contact to get the horse to give. Just like you have to put your leg on to make the horse trot. This is the same thing, right? You squeeze with the leg, the horse goes forward. You feel a little pressure on the bit, the horse gives. Now, I'm not telling you to seesaw, because you saw how light she was standing there. So, if she's above the bit, what are you supposed to do? Yes, good, and you keep the rhythm. Now, this is the hard part about riding. You have to do it all. You have to keep the rhythm, you have to put her on the bit, and then you have to guide her onto the circle. As I say, oh my God. And there you go, okay? And then we have to keep doing it 24/7, right? And now what we want to do with you is get you to the point where you just get on, you ride your horse, you put her on the bit, and we don't think about it, okay? Good, yep, good. So, good, so you can see in the video she's going on the bit. She's straight, she's not overbent. So one of the best exercises to learn how to use your outside rein is to ride the horse off the wall. Keep the rhythm, because typically most horses just gravitate to the wall, right? And then the rider does not use their aids because the wall guides you. So if you stay a little bit off of the wall, such as you are now, whoops, over here, right? it teaches you how to ride more from your outside rein. Good, good. So you're going to stay off the wall.
Okay.
Both hands inside, and you stay off the wall by riding her outside shoulder in. Well, we're not talking about, see, now you're pulling on the inside rein. Right, did you catch that? But how would you know? You don't look at her. When we ride, we have to obsess by looking at their ears and their head, and then we feel their body. Right, good, very nice. Don't pull on that inside rein, good. So I want you to look at this video and say, damn, I look good. So both hands inside, good. So by going both hands inside, the horse is staying straight, yes. You're not pulling her from the nose, which makes her pop her outside shoulder.
Yeah.
And of course, riding a horse straight is one of our goals. And, you know, for me, it was always confusing. Well, what is straight on a circle? Okay, well, straight on the circle is the same straight, that would be on the straight line. Only on the circle, she's slightly positioned right. But we can get into that later. So to ask her to W-A-L-K, you're going to slow your posting, she's going to downshift, and you're going to sit, and she's going to walk. Lovely. And then you're going to let her stretch.